Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 3. So Module 3 is the second module for your first essay, which is the rhetorical analysis essay. So this module is, the week is what you're going to use to actually write out the full essay. Now you did an outline in the previous module, so the first thing you want to do is go look at feedback on your outline. You can tell if you have feedback because there will be a grade. So once I have left a grade for you in the grade book, then you should be able to see the comments that I've left for you. Typically for an outline assignment, I don't leave comments like on your document. I just leave generic or general comments in the text box. So if you have any questions about anything specific, you're more than welcome to email me. So you can see that this module is just the essay assignment. That's the only assignment that we're doing, but I have quite a few resources in here for you. The first one being just the assignment itself. So just a reminder of what we're doing. It always surprises me how many students never look at the essay criteria when writing an essay, and so they'll make a mistake that should very clearly have been corrected if the student had actually read the assignment. So make sure that you are going down. These are the criteria that you're going to be graded on. So you want to make sure that you have met all of these standards as you're writing that essay. Remember, the essay is going to be a rhetorical analysis, not a summary, and not an argument, and not an opinion-based paper. So it's not a personal reaction to an article from your textbook, that New Harbrace Guide, which, if you remember, that's a Cengage book. So we're accessing it through your Cengage account. And this part down here, part 5, is where you're going to find a lot of those readings, which would be good for this essay, but there are readings throughout the chapters, so you're welcome to look wherever in the book. If you're not sure, I will have left you feedback on the outline, so if anyone's chosen something that doesn't work for the essay, you'll get that feedback in the outline. So the other things in this module, I also have some information on using the Allen Online Writing Lab. So we use the Allen Online Writing Lab through BrainFuse. This is our tutoring service. The link is right here. Once you click on that, your page that should pull up, it looks something like this. You can get live help on quite a few different subjects. And so if you ever need any help in any of your other classes, this is a good place to go, and there's lots of academic tools down here to help you study, so those are good resources for you. But for the writing lab, if you want feedback on a paper, you go to submit paper, and then you have this kind of check box area where you can put what kind of essay it is. So you might call this like an analysis essay. That would be pretty close, I think. And then it will bring you to the form that you're going to fill out. You'll tell them what class it is, and then my name, and then for the directions, it would be a good idea maybe to just copy and paste the assignment itself. You can do that if you want to, or you can describe it, and then, length and whatnot. And then this is just 3 areas that you might be struggling with. So this is really helpful and sort of helps them focus their comments a little bit better, but also would be similar to sitting down with a tutor and having more of a conversation. And then down here, you'll see that you can attach your document. It accepts quite a few different types of documents. However, if you submit as a PDF, you will not get any in-text comments because they can't edit that file. So you want to make sure, if you can, submit in a doc or a docx or even an RTF file. That will allow them to give you some like inline comments as opposed to just the general comments that would be, for the whole paper. Hit submit down at the bottom, and then you'll get it back within 48 business hours. You'll get it back up here under your name. It says My Message Center, and so you'll have a message right here under your My Message Center. So that is an option. It is not required for this essay, but it is encouraged, and you will have to do it for one of your essays later on in the semester. So it's always a good idea to try it. If you don't end up getting feedback right away, or if there's some issues with how the service is working, or you send it in the wrong file type or whatever, and then you can get that kind of sorted out before it becomes a graded assignment. So I recommend it. The other thing that you can do is, if you want feedback, you can always email it to me. It is not cheating to email something to me to see whether or not you're on the right track with a rough draft. Or you could also ask, a friend or family member to look over it. I think it's always a good idea to just have a second pair of eyes look over, even if they don't know anything about grammar or punctuation or whatever. They can at least read over your essay to make sure everything's spelled correctly, you didn't miss a word by accident, all your sentences sort of make sense, that kind of thing. The next thing in the module is just an example of what the works cited entry will look like. Don't forget to put this in your essay because it's part of your grade. So you can just copy and paste this if you want to straight into your essay. It'll be the last page or the part like right below the last paragraph. And then you'll just change it based on the author's name, the title, and then the page numbers within the textbook. This is more information about MLA formatting. Should be familiar for a lot of you, but if it's not, the guidelines are right here, and this is just an explanation and reminder of what it will look like. Make sure you're using MLA format for all of your essays in this class. You don't want to be the one person without, with something that doesn't look right. This is more stuff about and then all the way down, I think it's the very last, this very last section gives you the formatting for what the paper will look like. So I'm trying to find the beginning of the paper. Oh, that's more the MLA. There we go. So this is what the paper will look like. In particular, make sure you're double spacing everything, because single-spaced writing is, first of all, much harder to read on the screen for me. So you want your essay to be easy to read. But second, it's really hard for me to leave a lot of feedback when all of the words are squished together, because it's harder for me to indicate where there are problems. So I tend to leave less feedback if everything is all squished together. So make sure that you are following the formatting requirements. And the last thing then in the module is where you actually submit the essay. So the essay will be submitted here with this, start assignment. And this is the rhetorical analysis essay that follows the outline that you submitted in the previous unit. And then down here at the bottom is the grading rubric that I will use to help grade your assignment. So most of the time the students, they look through, kind of read the description. You want to be thinking that your essay is falling within the excellent to proficient category, because that's your A and B range. Competent and novice are going to be your C and D range. So make sure that you're scoring on this side rather than on this side, and that will help you kind of determine what your grade should be as you submit your assignment. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.